I'm alive. My heart's big. It's got hot blood.
Alright, that looks good. Welcome back to another edition of Rusty Responds, where I finally stop ignoring my fans and answer all the questions that you've been dying to ask. If you follow me on Instagram, then you already know this, but I recently buzzed my hair off. That's right, I got a haircut, and this must be really hard for people to wrap their minds around, because whenever I posted this picture on Instagram, people went fucking nuts. No! You son of a bitch! Why, Rusty? Why? Well, Chinese guy 420, I live in Florida, where hell has opened up, releasing its flames, making it 100 degrees every goddamn day. And having a thick mop of hair on my head wasn't helping at all. You look like that kid from 5th grade who you're 95% sure is gonna be a child molester / drug addict when he is older. So you're saying I look exactly how I did before, except with a buzzed head. You look so retarded. Yeah, well, you look like a chubby marshmallow who spends too much time pretending to be a dog via Snapchat filters. What the fuck? You look like a fucking pedophile. Holy shit, do I really look so much like a fucking child molester? I mean, this isn't the first time that I've buzzed my hair. Why did no one tell me that I look like a pedophile? Fuck me. Barber, what do you want? Rusty, do you remember the Virginia Tech shooting? Barber, say no more. Nah, I'm not as Asian, but I can see how you brilliantly made the comparison between both of us having short hair. Yeah, whatever, I'd rather look like a school shooter than a pedophile. Oh no, the bug pizza gave Rusty cancer and all his hair fell off. Why, bug pizza? Why? Nah, bug pizza didn't give me cancer, but it did give me a case of the running shits the next day. You look like you either going into prison or you just got out. Why do you think I haven't been uploading much recently? You look dumb now. Well, excuse me, Bradley, but not all of us are trying to go for the new fuckboy Ken doll look. If it's so hot, then why the fuck you wear black all the time? Well, because I'm such a retarded edgelord that I refuse to wear anything besides black. What the fuck? No, Rusty, why did you do it? Now you look like a school shooter. The school shooter haircut. He looks more like a school shooter now. Oh Christ, I get it, I look like a school shooter. Unsurprisingly, I heard this same thing when I was in high school. Who would have guessed? He might as well have numbers on his wrist. Ah yes, of course. A Holocaust joke. That'll do great for my channel getting premium ads. Also, a perfect chance to implement the Shellberg technique from the How to Lose Subscribers video. What better way to lose potential subscribers than with anti-Semitism? Okay, so now let's answer some questions from the YouTube comments section. You fucking idiot, Rusty! I can go to hell! I mean, you can go to hell! And I'm the fucking idiot, right? Do you warship satin? Honestly, satin seems like a pretty decent material from what everyone says. I've never owned any satin sheets, so I can't really say that I worship it, but I'll have to buy some and give it a try. Is he a Stanist? Who the fuck is Stan? I think he worships the Draville. You're a Delve worshipper. Whoa. You're a Delve worshipper. Does he are Antichristo? Well, what do you all think? If you does think I are Antichristo, let me know in the comments section. You worship Satan. No, I worship Draville. Is he Satanist? Are you a Satanist? What is with you guys in satin? Satana! HS the devil. He is an Illuminate. No, he is Satanic. Guck you. God Israel. Okay, well that was a very productive session of questions. Now let's see what people are asking over on Ask FM. Do you want children? Yes, but I don't want to raise them. I want to leave them when they're really young and then try to re-enter their lives when they're about 16, only to find that they want nothing to do with me. Hell, they made it this far without me. Why do they need a father now? But over the course of time, I'll have to convince them that I've changed, and I'll always be there for them from now on. Your old man loves you, you know. And I know you probably don't give a rat's ass what I have to say, but I just need you to know that. Can you make a video dedicated to Bullet, or tell us more of the story? Ah yes, Bullet. So my song Requiem of the Crazies is based on a homeless man that I met a couple of years back named Bullet. I used to play in a band at local venues, and this homeless man would always be outside asking people for money after the shows. So one day after the show, I was out there talking to him, and he was going on about his whole life story, about how he himself used to be a great musician and play the saxophone. He had a wife and kids, but his family fell apart when he got addicted to drugs. His addiction would eventually ruin his life. After telling me his long and emotional story, he asked if I wanted to hear some words of advice, and of course I said yes. So he leans in really close to my ear, and he says, "I'd fuck you in the ear, but you'd hear me coming." And that was the story of Bullet the Bum. Rusty, will you ever No. What is your favorite Disney movie? Definitely Fantasia, mainly because it has some of my favorite musical compositions in it, like The Sorcerer's Apprentice and The Rite of Spring. But here's a word of experience. Never watch Fantasia on acid. Will you make another album, and have you started working on songs? I actually did just start recently working on the next album. I have a couple of songs already planned, and still a few more that I have to write. This next album will be more acoustic based, and not so much like the electric hip-hop sound that influenced a lot of the songs on Crowley. Listen, it takes me a long time to make these albums, but I'm hoping to have this one out by the end of the year, so stay tuned for that. Have you ever had your music on the radio? Believe it or not, yes I have, but not mainstream American radio. A friend of mine sent my last albums out to a bunch of radio stations in Germany who would play my songs, and I've heard from a couple of people in Italy that they've heard my music on the radio, but mostly these are smaller stations. One of these days I'll make that magic hit that gets all the mainstream radio play. Hopefully anyways. Do you ever brag about being the inventor of the Five Finger Filet song? I would never brag about doing something so trivial like making a goofy internet song like The Knife Game. I think if I did, people would just think of me as a self-aggrandizing loser. Which, come to think of it, people already think of me like that. What do you call your fans? Well, that's a really good question. I think I call them autistic retards a lot, but that doesn't seem like a very good name. It seems like every YouTuber has some sort of quirky name for their fan base. I tried to make some stupid ones back in the day, but they were ridiculously lame, like Rustinians. I don't know, you're all just people who watch my videos. Why do you need a special name for that? How about this? Comment in the comments section what you think is a good name for my fans. I'm sure I'll get a lot of interesting suggestions from you assholes. Oh wait, I have a good idea for a name. From now on, my fans will be called the Gila Kleiners. Take that, H3H3. What do you hate about the internet the most? Question and answer videos. But seeing as I need to start posting more content on YouTube, I'll be doing Rusty Responds videos every other week to fill in the gaps between my usual content. So if you have any questions that you want answered, be sure to post them on my AskFM account or my subreddit. You can try asking me questions on Twitter, but there's a good chance I won't see them due to the high tweet frequency. Anyways, thanks for watching, and thank you to all my patrons who support me on Patreon. Be sure to smash that fucking like button and follow me on all my various social media accounts. So until the next video, stay tuned, Gila Kleiners.